What is up, guys? It is the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back to bring you some 40 facts on my awesome fan lore on the Chaos God of Despair, Anobaith. Now, this is my second attempt at trying to refine him and just kind of flesh out his abilities a little bit more to kind of make more sense in the 40k universe. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link the first video to Anobaith, the Chaos God of Despair, at the end of the video, so if you want to go ahead and check that out. But most likely, you won't need to, because I go a little bit more in detailed in this video, and the other one was pretty much a rough draft. So let me know what you guys think about this minor Chaos God that I came up with, and yes, it's in the playlist for the Celestial Sons, because the Infernal Sons may or may not be praying into him. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think, and let's dive into these 40 facts on Anobaith, the Chaos God of Despair. The gods of chaos are powerful entities that inhabit the warp, and they feed off of emotion, desires, and belief from sentient beings all throughout the material realm. The most perfect of these gods are known as Khorne, Slaanesh, Tzeentch, and Nurgle, but there are also countless other minor gods. These gods are all formed through a single emotion or concept, and they get stronger by having mortals worship them or feed them through their emotions. Anobaith is no different. Throughout the millennia, this god has been amassing power, slowly and quietly, attaining more followers, and especially in a galaxy being besieged by war on all fronts, he has been building his army of lesser and greater demons, waiting for the right time to challenge the four ruinous powers of chaos. Anobaith is the minor god of despair, but he also gains power from those who feel hopelessness and those who self-harm. He is depicted as being a large black shadow donning a white mask. Beneath this mask lies the burning light that has gone out of all of his followers' will, their ambitions and goals now being reduced to embers and smoke. Chaos gods are able to expend a fraction of their power towards the creation of demons. In turn, these demonic entities are a reflection of their patron god. The stronger their god, the more demons they can create, and therefore the stronger these demons become. The lesser demons of despair are known as Husks. Husks are slow and practically feel no pain. They usually wear tattered cloths or animal hides. Their demonic faces are also covered by a white mask, but beneath the mask, blood-red eyes shine through. Legend says that Husks are created by the souls of suicide victims, and that their red eyes are due to them sobbing eternally. When a pack of Husks materialize in real space, rain showers often follow. The greater demons of despair. These demons are known as Abysmal Shades. They are massive demonic entities who have discarded their cloaks and are much more faster. Their speed comes from them having a hollow exoskeleton body, and they tend to attack all out with no regard for their own safety, for they have experienced true despair, and now they fear nothing. They also release an aura of hopelessness, causing the weak-willed enemies to stop in their tracks, and perhaps end it right then and there. Contrary to the Husks' plain masks, the Abysmal Shades don twisted grins, or faces racked with agony upon their bone-white masks. In the deepest and darkest corner of the warp, Anobaith has crafted his domain. In this ethereal, murky bog, Husks can be seen all throughout, but the deeper you dive into the realm of despair, you get into the thicker mists of this area, until you arrive at its center. Here, Anobaith himself resides, alongside the Abysmal Shades. Unending rainstorms alongside heavy fog makes for a maze-like labyrinth, until finally you come across a massive pitch-black sphere. Inside, Anobaith sits in complete darkness, mimicking those who praise him, for they too have long since lost their will to live, and are now in their own deep, dark abyss. With the galaxy in eternal war, countless beings are losing hope all throughout. They wait for reinforcements that never arrive. They experience the loss of loved ones. Destruction and famine has taken everything from them and has even placed them in horrendous living conditions. All this and much more has been creating despair in the hearts of countless beings, and in turn has been empowering Anobaith. Experiencing all these atrocities will certainly take away your hope, your will to live, your light. Those who attempt to take their own life and survive are rewarded by Anobaith. They have now experienced true despair, and now they have nothing to fear. And to further spread their despair into the galaxy, Anobaith has blessed them with his mutations and warp abilities. The followers of this minor god are easy to distinguish, for they also wear bone-white masks, just like their demonic counterparts. In battle, they fight with very little regard for personal injury, and some even go as far as launching suicidal attacks. Now this is all in thanks to Anobaith removing their human limits to unleash unbelievable strength and reflexes, even if it means tearing apart their muscles in the process. Those who have truly caught Anobaith's eyes are known as the Champions of Despair, and they tend to manifest certain warp abilities from the psychic discipline of Anobaith. The ruinous powers of chaos have near limitless power, and so they can create many sorcerous abilities, such as Nurgle's Rot or the Symphony of Pain. But this minor god is young, and not as powerful as those four, and therefore he is only able to attain 3 psychic powers for his followers to wield. The first are known as the Orbs of Nil. Drawing forth the negative energy around themselves, the Psyker summons forth pitch-black spheres into the real world. Anything these orbs come in contact with will become engulfed completely until all that remains is ash and dust. The second psychic power is called the Black Carapace. The Psyker begins the ritual by slicing open his wrists. As his blood begins to flow, it turns into a pitch-black goop and begins covering the sorcerer's body. Once completely engulfed, the black blood hardens into a suit of armor resembling black cracked glass. The sorcerer is then protected from most attacks, but what's more important is that their sense of pain is completely removed, allowing them to fight through even the most devastating of wounds. The third and final psychic power is simply known as the Rains of Sorrow. This is when the Psyker begins a devilish chant, as storm clouds overhead gather. The sky then bleeds black ichor as obsidian rain droplets fall upon the enemy. Once they make contact, the raindrops will enter your body, and at the sorcerer's whim, he'll snap his fingers, and the raindrops will crystallize, sending out razor-sharp shards outwards, impaling you from the inside out. Khorne, the god of blood and war. Tzeentch, the god of change and sorcery. Slaanesh, god of pleasure and perfection. And Nurgle, the god of disease, death and decay. They have always existed, and they will always be around. But slowly, yet surely, Anobaith, the god of despair and hopelessness, will rise. And with that, we have come to yet another end of a 40 Facts video. First and foremost, I want to say thank you guys, especially to the subscriber who asked on one of our For the Greater walls, what would happen if we created our very own Chaos God? And that's exactly what I did. That was a really good question, and it really got me thinking, and this is the fruits of my creation, Anobaith. So first of all, what did you guys think? And secondly, I'm not a good artist, so all the images you see here are kind of close to what I had envisioned in my mind as to what the demons would look like and what the attacks would look like, but, you know, here it is. Most of the demons come from the video game Hollow Knight and from the anime Claymore. The whole thing with the masks and like the shadowiness and all that just sounds pretty cool. And after searching the webs and whatnot, that's kind of what I came to envision, as well as the hollow from Bleach, the Black Hollow. That looks really badass, and that's really close to what I had envisioned. But yeah, so anyway, let me know what you guys think. If you think I should tweak a few things here and there, like what should I change? And another thing that you guys brought up in the previous rough draft, so to speak, on this Chaos God was that Despair is already kind of taken by like the major Chaos Gods, which is kind of true. Despair does go hand in hand with like Nurgle, but if you think about it, all 4 of these Chaos Gods have a hand in Despair. Nobody joins Chaos. Well, I wouldn't say nobody, but usually followers of Chaos don't join, willy-nilly. They're usually in some kind of turmoil, they feel hopeless, and the only thing they can turn to are the gods of Chaos, who are usually kind of whispering in their ear. And Anobaith, he's just been there all along, kind of just biding his time, waiting to strike. And it's kind of weird because, like, there's no time in the warp. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. Again, guys, let me know what you guys thought about this. I will be including this minor Chaos God into the lore for my Celestial Sons and Infernal Sons. But yeah. Also, if you guys have any ideas for models that I can actually use on the tabletop, please let me know. I do want to include some Space Marines donning masks, and I think the closest thing to this would be the Emperor's Children from Forge World, the Horus Heresy era, because their helmets kind of look like masks. Maybe I can make that work. But again, if you guys have ideas, I really want to know. And yeah, I'll stop my little rant for now. So let me know what you guys think, and we'll go from there. Huge thank you to you guys for always watching and commenting and just being subscribers overall. Stay tuned because we got giveaways coming pretty soon, so hit that subscribe button. And as always, I'm the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.